The president of Colombia, I guess that's the country, although it could be the university, recently suggested that cocaine was no worse than whiskey. Oh, it is the university. No.
It's not.
And that it, wait, and that it could be sold more safely if it were legal. Does he have a point? Cocaine was no worse, not in my experience. Cocaine was the worst.
Speaking of, do you realize what's going to happen if Trump can really, which I believe he's going to do, stop this flow of fentanyl coming in from China through our northern borders? He's literally going to make cocaine great again.
Bill Maher stepped into the debate expecting to steer the conversation, but what unfolded took him by surprise. In a stunning turn, even his own audience began to push back. Kid Rock challenged Maher's arguments with sharp, unrelenting precision, leaving the seasoned host visibly rattled as tensions escalated. What made the moment truly remarkable was the crowd's reaction. Typically aligned with Maher, the audience erupted in applause for Kid Rock, signaling a rare and striking shift in sentiment. The atmosphere was charged, the tension undeniable, and the message clear. Even Maher's usual supporters weren't convinced. This wasn't just another debate. It marked a notable moment in the evolving landscape of political discourse. It showed that audiences are becoming more willing to question familiar voices and challenge long-held positions. I end this video. We break down Kid Rock's candid critique, Maher's reaction, and why this fiery exchange is generating so much buzz online. No matter where you stand, it's a confrontation you won't want to miss.
Words of wisdom from Kid Rock.
Well, Kid Rock's telling you, hey,
right.
Slow down. It's probably a big fucking problem.
But it's got to be rougher. They used to come for the sex, now they just want your drugs. That's got to be. That would bother me a lot. All right. Now that the Boy Scouts of America is just going by scout. Oh God, yes. This is right up your alley, or somebody. There's Boy Scouts. Yes, I've seen. It's been in the works for years. It's such an onion headline. The whole fucking country is such an onion headline. The Boy Scouts of America. It cannot be called Boy Scouts anymore because it's exclusionary. Like there isn't a Girl Scouts. Like this is some sort of crime against nature that we each. People are different.
We were just talking about.
It's now Scouting America.
In the first segment, we were talking about. What are we giving young boys? What kind of structure, what kind of discipline, what kind of education? A lot of those projects are really difficult. I was not in the Boy Scouts, would have probably never made it. But those are difficult. They have to achieve. They have to put forth effort. They have to overcome obstacles. They have to overcome failure. That's part of maturing and becoming a full functioning adult. Yeah. And to take that away is insane. To say this is targeted towards young boys because young boys are different than young girls, and so the approach needs to be
They think
different.
It's funny when you fart in a sleeping bag.
Maher has a tell, it's almost instinctive. Every time he takes a shot at the woke left, he quickly pivots to criticizing Trump, like a comedian dropping in a safe punchline to keep the audience on his side. He knows exactly how far to go, just enough to challenge progressives, but never so far that he risks alienating them or damaging his brand. You can watch it happen in real time. He edges toward a full critique of woke culture, then pulls back at the last moment, softening the impact with a predictable jab at Trump. It's a calculated move, repeated so often it feels like clockwork. And sure, Trump is controversial, no argument there. But the larger point isn't about Trump's personality. It's about Maher's balancing act. He positions himself as edgy and independent, yet stays safely within the bounds of what his audience will accept. That he walks right up to the line, flirts with crossing it, and then retreats, always signaling to his viewers that he's still on their side. It's a strategic dance, carefully managed and consistently executed. Love him or hate him, one thing is clear, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Kamala Harris run for California governor in 2026 after polls show her leading. I'm going to give that a big no.
She's had her chance several times.
She should run far, far away.
I'm a Viragosa guy. I like Antonio Viragosa, the old mayor of LA.
Oh.
I think he's terrific.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was in the running. Yeah, I think Kamala Harris would make a great president of a university. Not that she's a bad person or a bad candidate or she's smart, but it didn't work. And by the way, if she does, there would be precedent for this because Nixon lost the White House in 1960. And then what did he do? He ran for governor of California 2 years later. It would be the same scenario. And when he lost that one, that's when he said, you won't have Nixon to kick around anymore. And then he was president 6 years later, so maybe it'll work. You lost a crazy contest to a crazy person.
It started decades ago, in my opinion. It started decades ago with timeouts and last place, participation trophies. And sorry to put it so harsh, but it seems to me like we lost a good portion of a few generations of men who've just turned into complete fucking pussies.
Kamala Harris's political future remains uncertain, as speculation grows over whether she might run for governor of California in 2026. Such a move could offer her a chance to rebuild her leadership profile, but it also underscores the challenges she has faced as vice president, including criticism over her handling of key issues like immigration and border policy. Her approval ratings have been relatively low, and her 2020 presidential campaign struggled to gain momentum, factors that continue to raise questions about her broader electability. A run in California, a Democratic stronghold, could provide a more favorable environment to demonstrate executive leadership. However, it would also place her at the center of complex state-level challenges, including homelessness, crime, and economic pressures. There's also the question of political competition. Figures like Governor Gavin Newsom, who has his own national ambitions, could complicate her path. Meanwhile, comparisons, such as Bill Maher's reference to Richard Nixon's political comeback, offer an interesting historical lens. Nixon lost the presidency in 1960, failed in a 1962 California gubernatorial bid, and later won the White House in 1968. Still, the circumstances are different, and Harris would need to chart her own path forward. If President Biden were to win re-election in 2024, Harris could remain a leading contender for the Democratic nomination in 2028. If not, her standing within the party might face additional strain. A gubernatorial run could help reset her narrative and build a stronger executive record, but it would also be a high-stakes test of her political resilience. Ultimately, her next move will play a defining role in determining whether she remains a central figure in national politics or gradually steps out of the spotlight.
Is it true that you're planning to do a gospel album?
I am. Doing early beginnings now, doing a gospel record with my old friend Rick Rubin.
Oh, Rick Rubin, wow. Did he produce an album of yours before? Have you worked?
Yeah, he did one record of mine, a record called Born Free.
Oh, yeah, I know it well. Wow. So a gospel album. So how does that fit in with some of the songs you've had in the past? Like, I'm a lowlife. Like you wouldn't sing that song in church.
I might.
Really?
I know the Ten Commandments pretty well, and in those commandments, I've never once seen or even heard a thought of one being "Thou shalt not swear."
No. I'm just saying. I know the song. The song is, by the way, I love that song, and it's very funny. But I'm just picturing some of those lyrics, like, "I got kids I've never seen, and their mama's 17." Are you gonna? Are we gonna be?
I take strippers out to breakfast. You're going to add that to my checklist.
Oh, I know the whole song. It's hysterical.
In a surprising turn, Kid Rock has revealed that he's working on a gospel album with legendary producer Rick Rubin, marking a bold new chapter in his musical evolution. Known for his rebellious image, provocative lyrics, and hard-partying persona, this shift toward gospel raises obvious questions about how it fits with his past. But Kid Rock insists there's no contradiction. To him, faith isn't about perfection, it's about growth, struggle, and redemption. He openly acknowledges the controversial themes that have defined his career, viewing them not as contradictions, but as part of a journey many people can relate to. By stepping into gospel while staying true to his raw, unapologetic style, he challenges the idea that spirituality has to be polished or conventional. His perspective suggests that belief is personal, something shaped by experience, not limited by it. Whether this new direction will resonate with his core audience remains to be seen. Still, it marks an unexpected and intriguing turn in his artistic path. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates, discussions, and exclusive insights. Stay tuned for more.